Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityoma Amritangamaya. The moment a person talks about profit or gains, they talk about market share, they talk about business, and all of the sister brother topics of economics and business studies. When a person talks about charity, they talk about donations, they talk about cleaning drives, and they talk about taking selfies with the day spent at orphanage and uploading it on Instagram and Facebook with the hashtag service done right and going back to our life and doing nothing about it. These two are not spoken together often because these two things are discretely different things, correct? But what if I told you that there was a connect? What if I told you the key to gain anything and everything in this world is actually through giving? My name is Abishek Iyappan, and I am going to be sharing three stories of my life. First one is of me being a young artist. 12 years of training in Indian Carnatic music, and I still could not qualify inside my college team. And my classmates, oh God, there is middle class, there is rich, and there is rich. They were really rich. They were so rich that belt 15,000, shoes 25,000, watch 1.5 lakhs. If I kidnap them and send them back with boxes, I would have investment for my business. They are really rich. I couldn't belong in my class or college. I had to do something. That is when I stumbled upon street theater. How many of you have seen street theater performances? Okay, I can assure you that you have not seen an actual street theater performance in a slum or village community. And let me get you through the process of how an actual street theater process runs. So what we normally do, that there is a campaigning process, okay? We go on to perform with campaigns like Nataka Nataka, Bidi Nataka, Nataka Nataka, Bidi Nataka, Nataka Nataka, Bidi Nataka, Uddilla Kasilla Bidi Nataka. Sometimes we go on to continue this for 15 to 20 minutes till the crowd gathers. Sometimes we sing really famous folk songs like this. I'm sure some of you would have heard this song before. Sharanno helivri swami navu nimaga, swami navu nimaga. Sharanno helivri swami navu nimaga, swami navu nimaga. Sadhu gaddala, sadhu gaddala, sadhu gaddala matabedi aatadolaga, aatadolaga. Sometimes we sing performances that we ourselves write. So this is a song that I wrote for street theater. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕತೆ ಗೀತೆಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕತೆ ಗೀತೆಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಿವಿ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಿವಿ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಫೋನ್ನ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ಬೇಡಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತೆಗಿಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳೋ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜನೊಬ್ಬನಿದ್ದ ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜನೊಬ್ಬನಿದ್ದ ರಾಜ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇದ್ದ. ಅವನಿಗೆ 100 ಜನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ, 1000 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಅದೇ ಕಥೆನ ನಾವು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೋ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಕ್ಲು. ನನ್ನ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಥೆಗಳ ಹೇಳುವರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳುವರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಥೆಗಳ ಹೇಳುವರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳುವರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಊರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಬಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ನನ್ನ ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ನನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕತೆಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವ ಸತ್ಯನ ಹಾಡುತ್ತಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಈ ನಾಟಕ ನಾನು ನೀನು, ಈ ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನೀನು, ನಾನು ನೀನು, ನಾನು ನೀನು, ಹೂನಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಇಡು. Yeah, thanks. So these are the kind of songs that we performed. But for the first time, I went on street as a performer, as just a music performer. When I went on street in the slum, I can still never forget the experience. There was dirt, there were lorries, there were bikes. To top it all, there were 3 dogs looking at me saying, "Why are you here, bro?" And to top it all, the smell. My goodness, I hated that space. For a person who's used to this and smoke and mics, I was not used to it. I didn't perform well for the first time. Second time, I did even worse. Third time, I decided, now that I'm here, let me just give my 100% and scoot and never look back. So I gave my best. I gave my all. And guess what? People reacted the same way for all 3 of my performances, which shocked me. I did bad, terrible, really good, same reaction. Which got me to realize, when in chaos, people look at content. They were looking at what I said rather than how I said it. Content is my first story. Content could be anything. Content could be a story. Content could be a business. Content could be a product. Content could be a new idea that you have for a problem that is existing. My content was street theater. What is yours? Second story is of just another play that we went on to perform. We warmed our instruments, did our rehearsals right, and we were off to create awareness about child issues. Child labor, child sexual abuse, and child abuse as an umbrella, 41098. We were creating awareness for coming back to the school drive. This was in a slum community, and we went on to perform. We were performing. In one of the performances, there was a lady. There was a lady with the tears as soon as she approached the play itself. As in, when the play went on, she started crying. So now, let me warn you, these plays can get really, really harsh and explicit when it comes to images, because we want the people to have the effect. So as in, when the scenes of child abuse is happening, when the character in the play of the master is hitting the kid, the woman starts crying. As the kid in the character is crying, this woman is weeping. We could see that this woman is in pain, and in really deep, deep pain, but we were getting disturbed. So we asked her, "Ma'am, can you please come in? What is happening?" She went on to share a story that shook us all till the rest of our lives. She shared the story that happened 12 years ago of her kid. So she had an alcoholic husband who contributed absolutely nothing to the family. And she had a son. She would force her son to go to work because he is the next male child of the family and he has to be the breadwinner. Though he was a kid, he was mature enough to manage school and work. But there came a time where he had to focus on his studies, and he asked his mother, "Can I attend only school?" She said, "A big no. You have to go and work." He would come back and refuse again and again to go back to work because he would complain that his masters are hitting him. She would still insist him to go to work. One fine day they had a fight, a huge fight. He is showing her bruise of his body that his master gave. And she said, "You know what, and I will give you one more." They had a fight. And his mom concluded, "If you want to stay at home, you're either going to work. If you want to go to school, you're not staying." He left home. And she says he never came back. Till date, she does not know even if he is alive. I still remember, as she said this, her tears were dripping, and so were ours. Shouting, she said, "Please do not send your kid to work and suffer like me." This woman was around in her mid-50s. Let them do anything but work. She said that 3 times and she passed out. Next day, 89 people came back to school in that community. We didn't know this would happen. We didn't expect this to happen. We were just doing our job. But 86 to 89 people came back to school. We just did our job, but we knew that our intent was right, which is of my second story of intent. Intent is everything. Now, coming, intent could be of profit, intention could be of business expansion, intention could be anything. But if your intention is something that is way bigger than you, it is going to make you grow to a place that you can never imagine. Intent is everything. Third is of stories of me being a consultant. So let's name the story as story 3, bikes. I work closely with NGOs and CSR sectors to plan and organize awareness rallies which are pan-India. I was the brain behind a certain rally, a bike rally that happened pan-India, which went from Bangalore, Mysore, Mangalore, Murdeshwara, Kolhapur, Pune, Mumbai, raising awareness on human trafficking, basically sex trafficking. We wanted to create awareness, and at every stop we performed street plays. This was the campaign. We met around 14,000 people, we raised a lot of money, and we directly met the women at Kamatipura area. We saw the danda happen in front of our eyes, and this was for the children of them. So we interacted with them. It was all beautiful. The event was something that went on beautifully, except I did one mistake. So the task was to send back the bikes that came from Bangalore to Mumbai back to Bangalore. We had to parcel it and send it through a courier service. While I was hunting for courier services, a person came and represented himself. He said that he is from a very reputed courier service. He's from a very reputed courier service, and I believed him. That was the only mistake I did. So we got the invoice, we parceled ourselves, we packed all the bags, we tapped on our bags saying we helped so many people, we met 14,000 people, success story, We sent back the bikes with a beautiful slip, we give them the advance, and we are off in car. As I'm reaching Pune, I get a call, and we realize that these guys are not authentic courier services of the brand that they claimed. They're not direct dealers. I said, okay, fine, they could be third-party dealers, whatever, everything happens in third party. So we move. As I reach Karnataka border, I realize that they are not even authentic third-party dealers, but just some local courier guys. I said, okay, fine, bikes, what, they'll sell off bullets or what? How much people I've seen. And then we went on. As I reached Bangalore, I realized that these guys are not even into logistics. They were just local goons who took my bikes away from me. And all of it was just an act. As a young adult of 21-year-old, I was in shock. I was in a state where I did not know what to do. Because I cannot involve the NGO because things will just complicate. Nor can I go back to Bombay because if I go back, where will I go? Whom will I contact? I did not know what to do. All I did was to pull favors from my friends and my family. I just kept calling people. I did not know what I was doing, but I was just doing. 1 week passed. And then we get a clue from one of our extended family friends saying that these bikes are safe, but in a terrible condition, parked at the railway station of Bombay. So they have not been sold. They are still there. But the keys are with a local gunda present there. I am as far away from Gunda as much as possible. I didn't know what to do. I asked him, can you get me to talk to him? He's like, pagal hai kya? Wait, let me go. This person went ahead and spoke to him. As expected, he did not give the bikes. Then I said, give me the number. I will talk to him. Like one big hero, I said, I will talk to him. He still didn't give the bikes. Last attempt. I called him from another number and I took a chance. I told him, Bhaiya ji, these bikes, do you know what it did before it landed here? They said, kya hai? I told him, it is about the children of India. It is about the girl children. It is about human sex trafficking, and how so many rural families are fooled into coming like this, and how many families are present in Kamatipura area, and how many families don't even like what they are doing. It is not even their personal choice, and how their mothers do not want their children to be back in Danda. How they want to experience freedom, and how this ride was just for freedom. And I said, just help us out. If this is your decision, then it is fine. But just know that these were the bikes, and it is what it did before it landed here. He broke down. And he said, this man of stature said, I cannot believe I did this to a person like you. I cannot believe I did this to a person like you. Apparently there was a bigger boss, and he said before he comes, parcel all the bikes and send it back to Bangalore. He was with us, he parceled everything, and he sent us back with an apology. He said, I'm really sorry. This was magic. This was just magic. Let me tell you another magic. Till date, I have not met that friend. I have never spoken to him before. And it's been 3 months, I have not spoken to him till now. It was just magic. Now I cannot prove my incidents with scientific proofs, nor can I give a logical chart of what happened. What I can assure you is my content was right, and my intent was in place. When your content and intent is in place, magic is bound to happen. My name is Abishek Iyappan. This is my story of gaining through giving.